So, part two of my travel gear. Um, Today, stuff that lives in my travel suitcase. So, I have a suitcase that I've set up for business travel. I don't take, I only take out the clothings and stuff that changes, and most of the stuff that I'm gonna show today just lives in the suitcase. I don't take it out so that in case I need it, I will always have it. I'll start with the more regular stuff. Toiletry hang bag. I used to use just Ziploc bags for all my toiletries, but after a while, I decided that on the road, if I'm in a hotel room, I like to do some grooming myself. It helps me relax, just get the edge off of that day. So the more I grew, I ended up getting one of these. They're really comfortable. You can hang them up. They have my meds, stuff. And then just grooming supplies. A couple things that maybe are unique is that carry needles. This and dental floss will pretty much fix any textile related issues on the road. So, I've fixed shoes with this. I've fixed clothing, jackets. Dental floss is awesome as an emergency fix. This Nivea cream is great for guys like me who are, who are lazy but still want to maintain some kind of hygiene. This is a one cream that you can use for your face, body, and hands. So this is really nice. The other notable things is a roll of Gorilla Tape. This sits in my toiletry bag. Like I said, I fixed multiple things on the road with this. And a fork. So this is a cheap fork that I picked up at some food court or something, I guess. This has been used more than once. Mainly, you buy a salad or you buy something at a grocery store and they'll give you that cheap plastic spoon that comes with it. This is a lifesaver. Other than that, notable essential, super glue. Always have a case of super glue. And then there's these that totally looks like a dildo. But basically what these are, I think they're called liquid soap travel tubes. They're kind of fluffy silicone ones. They're leak proof, so unless you really push hard on it and you pop the case, it won't come out, but literally works like this. The reason I started carrying these is that for short engagements, like a couple days, it's fine. But if it's longer, like a week and a half or 2 weeks, hotel soaps can get really hard on my skin. It gets dry and whatever. And I use magic soap, Dr. Kosha, whatever. Magic soap. It's one soap that you can use for your body, your hair, your beard, everything. It's much nicer. And I just transfer it into this, and then I throw it into a Ziploc, and then throw it in my toiletry bags. That's about it for the toiletry bag. Nothing other than special, just razor, stuff like that. Some meds. So that's one. Two, case full of pens. As a translator, I need pens a lot. So I buy these. If you've never used this one, these are my favorite. The Zebra Surari 1mm thickness pen. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah. They are wonderful. They're cheap enough that if I'm losing them, I'm not all devastated about it. But, and they write it real nicely. So, I buy a box full of them, like hundreds of them, and then I just keep reloading this case if I run empty. Continuing that tradition, I have a Duex dipsaw that has my wireless keyboard, Apple wireless keyboard in it. This keyboard stays in my suitcase. I only take it out to charge it, but the rest of the time it just stays in my suitcase. I mainly use it for writing on my iPad or my iPhone, because there are times I decide not to take my laptop because of weight, or either that or my laptop is in the shop or something. And it's always nice to have an extra keyboard just in case I want to use it. Next up, and this is my favorite so far, this is the GLI Slate, a GLI Net Slate, technically the AR75S. It's a travel router, so that's a sticker that I added on, but this is my favorite travel router now. Main reason is that it has all the capabilities that I need. MAC cloning, MAC address cloning, so I can if you go to a hotel, they have a captive portal, and usually they do it by MAC address of device. And some hotels have device limits, some don't. I have the iPod, I have the laptop, I have a whole bunch of other devices that I need to connect sometimes. Using this, I can actually authenticate against the hotel Wi-Fi using my laptop, and the MAC address of my laptop is being cloned on this, so that once it's authenticated, I can bring down my laptop, I take it offline, and then bring up my router, and the router will connect as my laptop, and allows me to connect all the other devices to it. Other than that, it has VPN, OpenVPN, WireGuard, and Tor capabilities if you flash it within the latest beta firmware. And it's just really, it really comes in handy. It has gigabit Ethernet ports on it, so for wired connection it works fine. You can USB tether on this, or a USB modem can go into the USB slot. It runs off 5-volt mini micro USB, so you can run it off a battery, which I have in a pinch. Dual band, so 802.11 AC, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. If you have somebody who travels a lot and you're looking for a great Christmas present, this is definitely a must if you're a traveler. I recommend it to so many friends of mine, and they all got there and they love it. GLI Net has become what TP-Link used to be, a very cool router company. So there's that. Then I have a couple ties in my suitcase. Like I said, these live in my suitcase. I've gotten away with a work shirt and a tie, just saying I'm a shitty dresser. But sometimes I do need a tie. I almost got kicked out of an event in London once because I didn't have a tie and a jacket. So, ties. Now this, I recently got, and it stays in my suitcase, and I'm not really happy about it, but it's in the current climate, it's a must, which is a field trauma kit by Adventure Medical Kits. So it's first aid, but this one has a booklet in it, and notably, it has some gauze and some stuff, but it also has clotting sponges. With all the active shooter stuff that's going on these days, I don't like the fact that I have to carry this, that it's in my suitcase, but I do. And if I go to a venue that a lot of people, that there might be an incident, that goes into my backpack. Like I said, I'm not happy about it, but it's a must these days, I think. A little bit more comforting is this. I have two of these actually. Yeah. These are massage balls. So, you know, just roll them on your neck. So it really helps if you on the bottom of the feet. You just kind of put them on the floor and you roll your feet over it. It helps taking out the tensions and um, the stress of traveling very easily. And you can do it while you watch TV or you read a book. Super easy. Super easy way of maintaining something. And then, here. Phones. So, 2 backup phones for local SIMs, just in case I needed another phone or I decided to do a lot of wiggling, then yeah. So I carry a couple phones with me. Extra belt. This is a Cobra buckle belt. Love these Cobra buckles. Cobra buckles, if you're going to use them, they kind of clip in. So, I travel with a plastic belt buckle. Once I land on the other side, I usually flip it around. So the belt doesn't move a lot, so my jeans stays up and they don't kind of start sagging. Yeah, so that's an extra belt that I have. Then I have this, which is in the other one I had a yellow shopping bag. This is the same by Sea to Summit, except this is a duffel bag that has a zipper on it. Yeah. The basic idea is that, sometimes I'll put all my dirty laundry in that, so I can throw it into the check-in luggage, so I don't have to worry about it. And it ends up giving me extra space in my suitcase for stuff I want to take home or stuff that people give me. But also a nice way of separating my old clothes, my used clothes, and my new clothes. So there's that. And then I have this pouch. This is by Shoebill. It's a package. This is my travel toolkit. When I say toolkit, I literally mean toolkit. So what's in there is that, one, there's my LockPickTools.com LockPick. If you have never used this version by LockPick Tools, you should definitely try it. It's a jackknife version, but the cool part of it is you can customize each tool that you want. So shout out to Rubber Band on Twitter, who introduced me to these. He showed me these. I've chosen a couple different hooks. I love this half diamond hybrid hook. That's my favorite hook. But I have a couple for European keyways and American keyways, and just general stuff that's in there. Handcuff key. I did drill a hole so I can put it on a chain, but this lock it will work in a pinch, so or more than a pinch. So then I have a bunch of tools in here. First thing first, this is a luggage weight. It's all busted up now, but the idea is pretty simple. You turn it on, and then you put your handle of your luggage through here, and it will show you how much it weighs. Right? This comes in handy when you're traveling a lot and you end up with a lot of stuff. And you're like, well, I'm not sure if it's under the weight limit of the airlines. This will help you determine that. And sometimes it is. Then use the duffel bag, switch some luggage over, so you get the luggage under the limit. So Then I have these. These are Torx and Allen wrenches. I picked them up at I think Hardware Depot way back. They come really handy when I'm in a hotel room. I like to crack open the window, and they usually have that lock there that only gives you like this much opening, and then you're like, here, fresh air, breathe through here, and I'm like this, and I'm like, no, I just wanted to open it so that the fresh air can come in. These will usually take out the lock, or this. So this way I can pop the window open to a normal opening, so that I can have access to a little bit more fresh air, and it's kind of nice, it's refreshing. Leatherman Wave. If this sits in my suitcase, and then sometimes I take it out and put it on me while I'm traveling. But once I'm done with that engagement, and before I repack my stuff, goes back in the suitcase, never comes out. I have another one that I have for daily use, but this one is my travel one. I have fixed so many things with this. So this and these must have. I've fixed hotel showers with these, or beds, or oh yeah. So I have 3 of them actually. So I have Imperial, I have Metric. So. Mini screwdriver set. These are just for fixing stuff or taking things off. File set. These I don't use that often, but I have, especially for fixing things on the road while I'm, one of my gear breaks down, I want to fix it. And the Leatherman has a file, but having a real file set, way better. This is one of those pens that that has an adapter, kind of flips on off. So this one has a bunch of heads. So like I said, these are the Husky ones. These are the security Torx, but these are just a regular flathead plus hex, and all kind of stuff like this. And then there's a lot of other vendors that make this. I think the original one I saw was the Xiaomi one, but so this one, just kind of Murphy's Law. It's sometimes. No, there we go. So has a driver bit set. A bunch of specialized drivers. They come in handy when I'm trying to fix some of the gear, or if I find something that I want to take apart. They have all the different unique keys, and then the driver just kind of, they're all magnetized, so they kind of sit nicely in there. And then you slide this piece out, and the head comes out. So, and then you just pick a bit. There you go. Right. There are times when, I don't know, one of my gear will have something caught that I want to get out, or whatever. They come in handy. So fix glasses with these. How your glasses can get weak on the sides. So that. Is else I wanted to share? Nope, I think that's it. So the basic idea is that, you know, my suitcase will have stuff that are more encased shit that I don't use regularly, maybe, but it's nice to have. And like I said, I mean, when I'm on the road at the hotel room, I like to shave a bit, do some man grooming a little bit, maybe just to relax. I don't do it as often when I'm back home, but when I'm on the road, it's a way to kill time and also kind of get away from the work idea. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.